Hello and welcome to this week's K.I.N.G.Values videos. Today I'm going to talk about a challenge that I set for myself probably a couple of months ago, and this I've been mulling over in my mind for that period of time. And it really comes back to the question of how far can you push your body? And more specifically, how far can I push my human body? So a couple of weeks ago I did a 30-kilometer run, so it made me wonder exactly how far can I push my body? And I probably got this from maybe a David Goggins book. And I started to think about compiling an exercise program that I would do over one day to push and challenge myself. So my thoughts were this: I'm going to do 1 hour on the exercise bike. Then I'm going to do a 2-hour run. Then I was going to do 3 hours in the gym, followed by 2 hours swim, followed finally by 1 hour either on the bike or the exercise bike again. So that completes a 9-hour chunk of exercise. Couple of rules for this that I set myself. Number one is when I start at each component, whether it be the run or the gym, once I start that block, I have to actually finish it. No breaks, no stopping, no I'll do an hour in the gym and then 2 hours later. Second rule is it had to be done within 24 hours. And bear in mind that when I did this on a Monday morning, it was actually a 33-degree day in Queensland, so it was significantly hot.
3:30 in the morning, Monday morning, let's kick off 9 hours with 1 hour on the bike. Let's do this thing. Okay, 1 hour in, bike's done. 4:43 in the morning now. Off my 2-hour run now. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Wish me luck. Bye-bye. 2 hours of running just completed. Whew. It's just gone 7 o'clock. I'm gonna take a quick breath, jump in the car, and go for a swim for 2 hours. Phase 3, ready to go. Phase 2, done.
Okay, so here I am doing segment 3 now. Swimming about 20 minutes in, another hour 40 minutes to go, then I'm done with segment 3. So just finished 2 hours in the pool. 72 laps, 50-meter pool. I don't know if that's good or bad because I'm not really a swimmer, but I'm done. I'm gonna get back home now and do 3 hours in the gym. Almost done. 5 hours down, 4 hours to go. Feeling tired, but not feeling.
12:15, we're out here in the gym, about to do a 3-hour exercise, which is segment number 4. This is a big one. This is 3 hours in the gym doing rotational exercises. Get into the final stages. As soon as I've done this, the end is in sight.
Jake was 17, he couldn't wait to make a mark upon the world in which he thought he ought to live. So he collected up his cash, went out for one gigantic bash. He took a gun his father earned in World War II. There came about disaster, for the lightning traveled faster, and the law was on the doorstep in the morn. And Jake had killed 6 men, and so the law would have to stand. She could be put to death, or so it seemed.
Okay, 3 hours done in the gym. That means I've got 1 hour remaining of my 9 hours exercise, and that's 1 hour on the bike. And that is 9 hours complete. Last hour on the bike, done. 9 hours exercise one day is absolutely possible. Okay, so how did we go on the day? This challenge, I've got to say, from my heart, I really was worried that I wasn't going to be able to complete it. I thought I'd probably bitten off a little bit more than I could chew, but I did it anyway. So I commenced at 3:30 in the morning, pitch black, did the bike. Did the bike for an hour. Sun was just starting to come up, I could see barely, and I decided to take off on my run. So I did 2 hours of running, feeling pretty good at the end of that. So 3 hours down, transitioned to what I thought would be a smarter idea of the swimming, because I could see it was going to be a hot day. I was a bit worried about sunburn. I thought if I do 3 hours in the gym and then my swim later, good chance I'll be a lot more worn out. My shoulders might be quite sore from the gym. So I thought, no, I'll do the 2 hours of the swimming first. And as I said previously, I'm not a swimmer. I certainly can swim, but I probably haven't been in the pool for a good 6 months. 2 hours swimming, I did cramp up a little bit, but I did all right, persevered, and I did a lot of laps. Finished, done. So when I got home, my wife had a look at my face and my eyes were hanging down here somewhere. She said, "You look terrible." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll just have a couple of minutes rest on the bed." So I went in, lay down for 2 minutes, and then just completely fell asleep for 2 hours, just solidly like a block. I think my wife came in and pressed me and said, "Are you still alive? Are you still alive?" I didn't get a response, but I was all right. So when I finally did wake up, I felt like a little bit refreshed. I had something to eat. I had some more pasta. Jumped out in the gym, 3 hours in the gym. And then kind of going through my mind, I was thinking maybe at the end of my cycling, if I finish this, I should do another run for another hour, because 10 hours sounds a little bit cooler than 9 hours, but I physically didn't have the juice to do it. So I did 1 hour on the bike and I was pretty much spent. However, the great news is I did complete 9 hours. The biggest thing I learned from this is the fact that I could actually do it. 9 hours solidly of exercise within one day. Started at 3:30 in the morning. I think I finished up in the afternoon about 4 o'clock. So almost within 12 hours, 12, 13 hours, and I was done. 9 hours of exercise, which was pretty spectacular. Thus proving to myself, and hopefully some of you guys, that you really can push far further than you really think you can. It was incredible. So yes, I did pull up a little bit stiff the next day, mainly in my legs and a tiny little bit in my arms from the gym. But all things considered, 2 or 3 days later, didn't feel any pain. And this tremendous feeling of I can actually do so much more than I thought I could. So harking back to what I was saying in the video a couple of weeks ago about the 30-kilometer running, what can you do that challenges yourself far more than you possibly think you can do in here? Because that's really where it all was. It was all in my head. I had done the first 3 hours, or the first 2 components, and really I was feeling pretty good. It wasn't until after my swimming, certainly not my strong point, that I felt tired. And after that, I just kept pushing. So it's amazing what you can do if you really just put your mind to it and determined, and leverage that for everything else you're going to do in your life. So now when I sit down and I go, I need to write for an hour, I can just turn around and say, well, if I could do 9 hours of exercise in one day, why can I not write for 1 hour? This is simple, and leverage that to do this. So it's a great component in my toolbox now to say, this is what I'm capable of doing, leveraging that for future endeavors. So again, my challenge going out to you, write down some sort of challenge that's beyond what you think you can do and just start doing it. Plan it, take action, do it, feel great about yourself. You will succeed. And even if you don't, there's still great joy in the fact that you've challenged yourself and you've done it. And everything in life doesn't have to be a success, but everything in life should be done. So take action and have a go. So that's this week's episode of King Values videos, again about growth. Please like and subscribe below. I'll see you again next week for more information. Have a great day.